Hey y'all, Discover Sustainable here. What am I doing today? Well, I just took something out of the oven and I wanted to do a live today, but you see that modem right there? It is blinking red. That means that I have no internet here. I'm using my backup internet, by the way, which, I have because I work. Anyway, so let me show you what I just took out of the oven. They're really still hot, so I'm waiting for them to cool down just a bit before I take them off and try them out. These are keto chocolate cookies. There's no flour. There's no almond flour, and I have found that I cannot tolerate almond flour. It upsets my stomach. So I'm trying to figure out how to get away from the almond flour in the keto recipes. So Keto Carnivoreish Crys did a recipe where she used, I kind of adapted this recipe from her. So I'm going to post her link below so that you can see the original recipe and how she did it. But I changed it up a bit. I am using mocha keto chow instead of the protein powder that she uses. And she's using low-fat Greek yogurt, and I'm using not low-fat. It is the full-fat. So, as soon as these cool down and I can taste them and see if they're going to work, then I'm going to bring you back. Pouty dog. That's a pouty dog, yes. I'm going to bring you back and I'm going to show you how I made these, because I'm going to do a second batch. Because I only did enough to see if they were going to work for me. You know, when you watch a keto recipe, sometimes it doesn't always work. So I'm going to bring you back and show you how I made them using the keto chow. And I think it's going to be awesome. Yes, yes. All right. Bear with me a second and I will bring you back. All right. I have tasted the final product. This is what it looks like. And they are fantastic. They are fantastic. It is a chocolate cookie. It's not focusing. Why? Anyway, this is what the inside of it looks like. Mm. Mm-hmm. It's really good. So, what I'm going to do, so I don't like overly, really bad sweet. So I kind of laid off of the sugar, or the sweetener rather, um, in this recipe, and they turned out really good. So I'm going to bring you around. I'm going to show you how I made these using the keto chow instead of the way that Keto Carnivoreish Crys did her recipe. Although I got the idea from Keto Carnivoreish Crys. So I'm going to bring you around. Okay, I think you can pretty much see my area, but I'm going to use the same parchment paper that I just pulled those cookies off, and I'm going to make a second batch because they really turned out good. So this is the only thing. I keep my xanthan gum in a container like this, and I also keep my keto chow in a container like this. So I'm using mocha flavored keto chow in my cookies. So yeah. So one thing that you have to do in an RV, right? You have to manage your space well. Let me grab the cocoa. So I may use a different cocoa next time, but this is what I'm using this time. So I'm going to try to do it again, just like I just did, so that I can show you how I made them, because they are really, really good. I'm just shocked they are so good, okay? So, first thing that I'm going to put in my bowl is I'm going to use Greek yogurt. This is Cabot brand whole milk plain yogurt. It is not the fat-free yogurt. I didn't have any of the fat-free yogurt, so this is what I'm going to use for the yogurt. And I'm going to use a third of a cup. So I have my third of a cup measuring cup here, and I just washed it from doing this the last time. But I'm going to use a third of a cup Greek yogurt. Now, I may play around with this recipe again at some point and use the fat-free yogurt or even the low-fat yogurt. But like I said, I didn't have low-fat or fat-free at this time. So this is what I'm using. All right, that is the yogurt. So as I use these, I'm going to get them out of the way because, yeah, I need room. All right, so this is the brown sugar that I got. It is Swerve brown sugar, and I need a quarter of a cup of the brown sugar. I need a quarter of a cup of brown sugar. So I'm using Swerve. It is a sugar replacement. And there's a brand out there that is supposedly the best. It's called Bestie. But I don't have that, so I'm using what I got. So, quarter of a cup. Try not to drop this everywhere. It gets on my nerves. A little bit more. I usually take it out of the container, but I did not this time. So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Quarter of a cup. Alright. So, this is also Swerve. It's a sugar replacement. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of confectioner's Swerve. One tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. I also need a teaspoon of vanilla. Let me grab the vanilla. Alright, this is the vanilla that I have. It's Watkins, and it's pure vanilla extract. So I need a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. This is where my This is one of the adaptations that I changed. So, Keto Carnivoreish Crys uses vanilla whey protein. Well, I'm using mocha keto chow. And I'm going to use, now she used a scoop and a half of her vanilla whey protein powder. Well, I'm going to use a scoop and a half of mocha keto chow in my recipe. Give or take some. Scoop and a half of the keto chow. And then I'm going to put, where is my collagen powder? All right, so this is my collagen powder. And I'm going to just put 3 teaspoons, heaping teaspoons in there of the collagen powder. And I don't know what the reason behind that is. It's really good. I need a half a teaspoon of the xanthan gum. So I'm going to use half a teaspoon of the xanthan gum. Sprinkle it around. These containers work really good for keeping your ingredients, you know, sealed up. And then I need a teaspoon of the baking powder. And I use Clever Girl baking powder. And then I need a 1/4 of a teaspoon of Redmond real salt, and this is where I keep my salt. I keep it right beside my stove, and I need a 1/4 of a teaspoon, so very little. And I'm going to use a tablespoon of the Hershey's cocoa. A little bit heaping, you know. I don't think the ingredients police would give me a ticket for that. Maybe. I don't know. You never know. And then, I think that's, let's see, yogurt, swerve, confectioner's swerve, vanilla, the keto chow, the collagen powder, the baking powder, xanthan gum, real salt, and then I need a 1/4 cup of egg whites plus 1 tablespoon. So, this is the egg whites that I use. I'm going to put, here's my 1/4 cup, 1/4 of a cup, and then a little more for another tablespoon. All right, let me get all this out of the way and we'll get it mixed up. All right, so I'm going to start mixing all this up with my little spatula thing because cocoa is kind of dry. The keto chow is kind of dry. And I don't want to have a shower, a big old poof cloud So I'm going to start mixing it up this way. And then I'll go with the whisk. All right. I have OCD when it comes to getting stuff everywhere when I'm trying to cook. Yep, I sure do. Alright, so I have this whisk attachment for my hand mixer. And that is all it is to it. It is ready to go. This is really easy. It doesn't take very long. And it has no flour, no almond flour. And I love it. I love it. So, let me get this all off the sides and make sure everything is incorporated. So I'm thinking Keto Carnivoreish Crys is her channel. She's in Canada. She also made a vanilla flavor. And I want to try that as well. But this will do, because I like to run through these recipes before to make sure that they're not going to be a big old flop, you know. Some of them are, can I just tell you. Alright, so this is the same parchment paper that I used for the last batch. So I'm basically just going to drop them on the parchment paper. And they do rise just a bit, although they flatten out, but it's okay. They're really good. I'm trying not to get them, I'm trying to get them fairly even, but that's, you know, not always possible, but it's okay. Okay. I would like to do it without the chocolate as well. We'll see. Might try that another day. Alright. That's how they look. They're actually pretty tall, right? So I'm going to put them in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And I will bring you back when I take them out. This is the second batch of chocolate cookies. And they are really, really hot right now. So I'm going to let them cool. And I will take them off of the baking pan and put them on my plate. So this is what they look like. They kind of firm up after they get cooled off. But so each cookie is about 2 net carbs each. The Keto Chow has, without any additives or anything, each scoop is 2.5 net carbs per scoop. I'm not real good at calculating macros, so, and it's really soft and yummy. These are entirely too hot just yet. That's really good. Anyway, I figured I would bring you along for this video, since you see I've still got red, right? So I have a call in to the internet service provider. We'll see how that goes, but no big deal because I have backup internet. Always have backups to the backups to the backups. Yeah. I just try to eat as low carb as I can. So don't quote me on the number of carbs or net carbs per cookie. It's not protein sparing modified fast. It is not. It's more of a keto recipe. So anyway, thanks for following along, and that's all I got for you today. So until next time, I'll see you later.